Hey everyone, it's me, Empress Arcana. Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. Hi guys. So the last time I did one of these intuitive astro forecasts, it was September of last year. So I go, ooh, maybe I should do another one. And before, like, I believe it was in 2020, when when I got really into astrology, and I mean, I've come such a long way and I'm very proud of myself. But back in 2020, 2021, around there, I feel like I had a personal vendetta against Pluto retrograde. Uh, but so this is going to be about my thoughts on Pluto retrograde. And as always, it's been a very challenging week and time. So I had this planned May 2nd when Pluto went retrograde. But I got to trust in the universe, trust in the process of things, because I've learned a lot since May 2nd. Yeah, it's like, whoa, how much more have you learned? Listen, I always am learning. There's always lots to learn. And I've been, I believe back in 2008 when I started purchasing more spiritual books and stuff like that, astrology, tarot, all these things to add to my occult library, if you will. I remember purchasing these books without knowing. It's like the thing is with me, my intuition on the daily just kind of takes over. And so if I feel intuitively drawn to something or someone, I just kind of like, I go with it, right? So in regards to this, I remember because I am a student of the universe. I say this a lot. We're always learning. And something called my attention to these Sabian symbols. I was like, oh, what is this? And I still have actually, because a lot of my books were thrown out and things out of my control. I've lost a lot of my personal belongings, but I've been able to salvage some stuff, and luckily, my two Sabian symbol books are still in my possession. So, what is it, a Sabian symbol, right? So, we're going to go into, first off, I will go into my notes on Pluto. A lot of it might seem like gibberish. I will do my best to explain, but I just want to read my little note that I wrote on May 2nd because I was so ready to do a video, whether it was a TikTok or whatever. I was like, I am determined. I am going to do this, but things happen out of my control. I didn't have time for it. So here I am doing an audio instead so I can add more stuff to it, to what I want to speak about. I have some notes here. Hopefully, they're enough for. I don't know. I'm just really excited to dive deeper into the Sabian symbols again. But first off, let me get into, because today, a Sunday, the 5th of May, we had the moon in Aries conjunct Mercury and Chiron in Aries. And that already is Mercury, the planet of communication, with Chiron, the wounded healer. A lot of childhood wounds or wounds from the past might have come through, especially with this Aries energy or thoughts of it, because Aries rules the head. So a lot of this, and oh gosh, the emotions is the moon is emotions. So with that, any disturbances, any thought patterns, any emotions that have been arising during this time with these conjunctions, it is, how do I word it? Oh my gosh, words. Well, it's a bit intimidating because there's so much going on in Aries still, with Mars still as well, transiting Aries right now. It's still in the beginning degrees. I'm looking at my natal chart with the transits. I believe it's 1, 2, 3. Is it at 4 degrees? Yes, Mars is currently at 4 degrees. Okay, that's a Cancer degree. So again, emotions, and the moon is emotions as well. Sorry, I'm just like kind of, so anyone feeling these topics come to be depending on what your Aries house is in your chart. That's why we had two conjunctions today, or actually, are they happening now? Bruh. No, it's already past that. Sorry, I'm like looking at the time, like, at what time did this happen? Because I'm looking at my little, what is this thing? My daily planetary guide. Ooh. All right, where's my, I'm babbling. Oh God. All right, let me get, so one of the books with the Sabian symbols, yo, this was a steal. I got this like in 2008 for 97 cents online. Yes, I had to pay for shipping because I believe was Amazon Prime. Oops, excuse me. Was Amazon Prime a thing back then? I don't even know, but I got it and it was worth it. Even if I paid like $4 or five, however, because it was 97 what plus tax. Okay, anyway, so this book is going for hundreds of dollars right now. I'm just like, yay! I got it for 97 cents plus the shipping. I feel like a winner. I'm such a nerd. I'm sorry. But anyway, all right. Let's see. I'm opening the book, and I'm closing the book because, dear God, it's a thick book. Okay. So I have my notes here. Where's my water? Because this is a mouthful. So these are the notes I wrote. I actually wrote this the 1st of May, not the 2nd. Doesn't matter, but for me it does. I calculate the dates and stuff, and I'm constantly looking at the transits to see what I can update to you guys. I'm actually like really proud of myself. I would have more notes where like the last one of these intuitive forecasts, I had a lot more written down, but I'm just going to wing it because I do things better like that. I prepare sometimes. I prepare something because I got notes, but the rest is in my head. Or the book, because I will be referencing the book in a bit. So as I read, oh, Nani, she's under me. Hey, baby, my girl. All right. So, yes, her and I are astrology girlies, and we're just like in the zone right now. Oh, anyway, so I wrote about in my notes, excuse me, how Pluto went into Aquarius for the first time for this incoming transit last year in 2023, and this is where I'm starting off with this. So here we go on my little adventure. Let me take off my glasses because this is for far away, and I need new glasses. I need new eyes. How about that? I can't see. I'm blind. I'm a blind bitch. I can't see shit. All right, guys. So in 2023, Pluto was doing final dances from January to March in Capricorn before entering Aquarius for the first time for this transit upcoming. Now, 27 degrees, 28 degrees, 29 degrees. The critical degree is 29. So mid-February of 2023 to most of March, it finally entered Aquarius, March 24th, 2023, proceeding to give the world a taste of the new energy. 0 degrees until May 1st, still 2023 we're talking about, never left 0 degrees. Now, for rather until June 12th, 2023, it stayed in Aquarius, now back to Capricorn, critical degree 29, because every time it goes freaking retrograde. Ugh. Sorry. I hate retrogrades, can you tell? But then again, I have to stop. Like, listen. Okay, Nanako, stop licking things, please, for the love of God. Jesus. Please. My girl. So, okay. I was looking at a friend's chart, or should I consider them a friend at this point? I haven't talked to them in like, I don't know how many years. They were a schoolmate, right? I was checking out the chart for some reason. And I noticed they have 6 retrograde planets in their chart, in their natal chart. I was like, you got me beat. Oh my God. I have many other retrogrades, but I'm counting only the planets, right? And I was like, oh shit, I gotta sit my ass down and not complain because I think that the amount of retrograde planets you can have at one in one go, because like I think it's 6 planets retrograde in one go, and that's scary shit. Not to be like, again, there's the good things of retrogrades. Yes, it delays things. I remember a friend of mine saying that retrogrades have like that kind of Saturn aspect, and Saturn is hard work and having to, and things developing over time. Because Saturn energy, when you utilize it properly, yes, it is a very hard journey to get to the benefits of it. But once Saturn, Saturn, I don't want to, should I say blesses you? Saturn helps you out if you do the work. Saturn is like, I heard another astrologer say Saturn doesn't care if you, how did they say it? Saturn doesn't care if you feel worthy or not. Saturn just wants you to work hard for it. And I'm like, okay. So keep that in mind because Saturn is in Pisces right now. So, with that being said, yeah, I was like, oh shoot, this person has 6 retrograde planets in their birth chart. Okay, I got 5. That still sucks, but you know what? I'm shutting up. That's all I wanted to say about that. Anyway, me looking at my natal chart, looking at my freaking retrograde planets and wanting to cry. I'm like, come on, man. But it's yeah, it's a learning curve. And the good thing about Saturn influence or retrograde influence is that, again, I say it, I've said it in other videos, but you know, once you learn the lesson, it sticks and you'll be blessed because you finally learned that lesson and you don't have to go through that hardship to that extent. There will always be lessons to learn, but Saturn does reward those that work hard. Okay. So, all right. Where was I in my little notes? June 12th. Okay. Excuse me. All right. Now, June 12th, 2023, it stayed in Aquarius, Pluto. Now back to Capricorn, critical degree 29, dancing back into those final degrees, most of June, July. At let me see here. Yeah, July of 2023, it was at 29 degrees, critical. Then in August of 2023, it was at 28 degrees, and finally September. Oh, and September, August and September was at 28 degrees, and October 11th at 27 degrees Capricorn, Pluto stations direct. Now back to dancing on those same degrees again. Whatever needs revision, Pluto has made it possible to kill off what doesn't serve in that house it's been dancing in. Okay. Sorry, I thought of a song. Anyway, so now we're here in 2024. Again, the critical degree reminding us of the concepts that need out of our lives. And I will go deeper into that with the Sabian symbols after I give you guys a little, like, for those that don't know what the Sabian symbols are, I'll give you a little thing that I found. Oh, damn, do I have to find it again? Oh, pooey. I accidentally closed the window for it. How rude. Let me see if I can retrieve it. I had it already. We're not even in Mercury retrograde anymore. What even? I think we're still ending the post shadow period. Elwell history. Where is my oh, come on. The astrological da 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 da. Aha. There we go. I found it. Yay. I got it. I got it back. All right, so I can read that to you guys. I didn't know that they had a website for the Sabian symbols, but I still have the book, so no matter. If you're still here, thank you. I know I babble a lot. Hello, it's me, the babbler. All right, so where was I? Oh my gosh. Nanako's snoring. I look like a, like, I have all my notes laid out with books and writings and everything. And I was helping my cousin study for his final exam for his EMT program or whatnot. It was a state exam. And I was, he's like, what are all these notes? And I'm like, I have, I, I'm a mad philosopher. I must find the answer. No. He comes over. I have writing all over the walls. It's like, are you okay? Maybe. I'm weird. I'm sorry. Okay. Man, nah. What better feeling there is than to reach an epiphany or eureka or aha light bulb. It feels so good, man. All right. So I will definitely unpack this more because I know that this little note just gives a lot of information. So it makes sense to me, but I didn't go into what each of the degrees mean and whatnot, but I will briefly talk about the Sabian symbols. So, where was I? Okay, here we go. So, again, the critical degree reminding us of the concepts that need out of our lives. On the 21st of January, Pluto moves back into Aquarius at 0 degrees. Now, February getting a taste of its 1 degree, April getting the 2 degree. But now, yet again, Pluto stations retrograde on May 2nd. The irony of it doing so on at May 2nd at 2 degrees, and that's Taurus energy, and we're in Taurus season. I thought that was very interesting. It was a little tidbit, little haha. I wonder what that means. Doesn't mean anything. Anyway, so I believe with the number 2, I think of duality, I think of balance. So there's that. And Taurus is the practicality, the stability, finding that stable ground. And I feel, especially because Pluto is power dynamics, going back into Capricorn, this is the final dance off with Capricorn or Pluto and Capricorn. Ooh, old structures are going to be falling apart. They have already been falling apart in society. And I know I mentioned this briefly at some point. I talk too much. Train. Eureka? Question mark. Damn. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so as I was saying, I feel like I'm going to reach an epiphany, but I don't know if I'm going to be, it's going to be recorded. I feel like a mad woman trying to find answers in her astrology, in her books, in her notes. Like, I will find. Anyway, so with that, now coming down to 1 degree by the end of the month of May. By July, it'll be entering 0 degrees. In September, it'll go back to the critical degree of 29, Capricorn. Again, the critical point of any sign may be seen as the final test. And finally, Pluto stationing direct on October 12th, 2024. Finally moving into Aquarius for good on the 20th of November. We will end the year with Pluto at 1 degree in Aquarius. So those were my notes for that. And what it's like, what does that mean? Are we fucked? Well, students of life, if we have not been royally fucked completely yet, there is hope for us. I'm not mad, you are. Anyway, so with that information, I got curious about the Sabian symbols. So this website, this was not written by me. I'm just going to read this little bit here, where it's the Sabian symbols story. They say it better. Oh, Nanako, you're snoring so loudly. God bless. Oh, my girl. You know, something so weird. Like, I was telling this to a friend the other night. I was like, my dog, when she snores, she sounds like my mother snored. And that's like so oddly weird and comforting because whatever. And it's just like, my mom used to sound like this. I'm not comparing my mom to a doggy, I swear. Anyway, oh gosh, I'm so silly tonight. Oh, it is 1 a.m. God bless. It's no. I'm sorry. I was actually doing some work for a family member and got caught up in that. All right. What are the Sabian symbols? The ancients divided up the sky, just like any other circle, into 360 degrees. They assigned each of the 12 constellations, star signs or zodiac signs, 30 degrees each. The Sabian symbols are a set of 360 phrases of words that correspond with each of the 360 degrees of the wheel of the zodiac, from Aries 1 to Pisces 30. Consisting from as little as 2 words, Virgo 2, a harem, to as many as 21 words, Taurus 5, a youthful widow, fresh and soul cleansed from grief, kneels at an open grave to receive the secret of eternal life. That is a mouthful. Oh my God. That's a whole phrase. But yes. Each one of these symbols holds both a story and a unique energy field of their own. These images hold meaning for those degrees of the signs. Although the symbols have their foundations in astrology, absolutely no knowledge of astrology is needed to use them. So that being said, that was from sabiansymbols.com. Okay. I thought it was interesting and I wanted to share that with you guys. So with that being said, I want to look into, let me look at these notes here. I'll reference them. I swear if there's a mosquito stuck in my blood, I'm tired of it. I know. Mosquito season. Oh gosh, I hate it over here. There's these, I hate when like it's spring or summer. The love bugs. I call them fuck bugs. All they do is fuck. They have the audacity. I open my door and there they are, just a swarm of love bugs just fucking. It's just there. I'm like, go get another like area. Okay. Can you leave me alone? All right. So another cool thing to do, which I'm going to do like a prototype of these kinds, like a mock-up of these services. I'll do it for myself and see how it works off. And then I will be implementing these new listings on my shop, or make these services available for you guys if you guys want to dissect your natal. What the hell? Why did I say it natal? Why did I say it like that? Your natal chart with each of the degrees of your placements, and look into the Sabian symbol of it as well, because I have that and I would love to intuitively dive there I can't speak at this hour. I've been up since really early. I'm tired, but I wanted to do this video because I know that the next day is just going to be as busy and I'm tired. But anyway, yes, I'm sorry. I'm just all over the place right now. But yes, diving deeper into your natal chart and going into the meaning of each degree with the zodiac energy assigned to it, but also the Sabian symbol, and go deeper into it and what intuitive knowledge you can get from that and that I can obtain for you and your chart. I would love that. I love that. Okay, so all right. Yes, indeed. Using the Sabian symbol system to further assist you on your journey. Yes, indeed you do. Sorry, I was looking at my notes because that's all I have. I'm going to like drown in notes these days. All right, let's get this. So I'm going to go into, because I felt compelled to look into the critical degree of Capricorn, 29 degrees. I'm going to look into the Sabian symbol for that. I might go into some more, and then I'll associate that with Pluto. Excuse me. All right. Let's go. Okay, so 29 degrees of Capricorn, por favor. It's a big book, I'm sorry, and I hardly have space on this table. All right. 29 degrees. Okay, so a woman reading tea leaves is 29 degrees Capricorn. And it says, a woman reading tea leaves of oracles and intuition. Be aware. Hold on, guys. Be prepared. Oh, God. Help. I'm trying to bring this closer to me. Be aware. I can't see. Crap. Be Why do you guys deal with me? I'm a freaking mess. All right. So, be aware how intuition can be activated by peering long enough into any randomly produced pattern, like an ink blot, sign like a coincidence, or image like a dream, and seeing the meaning and information concealed therein. This symbol could be referring to using this oracle as or a clairvoyant. Okay, so, Okay, for trying to find out how things are going to turn out on a material level is the most difficult kind of prediction. This is because, unlike matters that are purely personal, money and work depend upon many other people, political, cultural, and economic institutions. Blah 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 blah. Okay, there we go. That's good. Okay, so I'm just gonna go intuitive with this instead of reading the whole page. There is a lot, and for it's important with this 29 degrees Capricorn during this time because Pluto, where are my notes? My notes. So with Pluto, okay, is this it? Yes, okay. Pluto is rebirth, death, transformation, you name it. Wherever you have Capricorn in your chart, setting aside the planets, because that's another energy that's added on to that. Your Capricorn house is lit up whenever transits are happening, along with the placements that you have in those houses. Now, with Capricorn at 29 degrees, it is right there at the precipice of going back into Aquarius. And that we will be experiencing that again. We've experienced this 29 degrees of Capricorn, I think, 3 times. Or we will, because it will get there. I'm not there yet. We're not there yet. But it will happen later this year with the Pluto retrograde. So, whatever that house is, and remember, Capricorn is hard work. It is ruled by Saturn. Like Saturn rules Capricorn, vice versa, whatever. It's ambition, discipline, responsibility, a lot of social constructs and because I believe we began Pluto in Capricorn transit like around 2008. Oh, look at that. Really? I got the book in sorry. I was like, oh, look at that. Huh. Yes, 2008. I believe we started this transit, and a lot of financial like a lot of things started happening. Like there's so much political stuff that just went down. Not breaking that one down here, but with Capricorn being ambition, and the dark side of Capricorn is manipulation and all that when it comes to structures, ambition, because ambition is good to have, but if you don't direct that energy of ambition to a cause, a goal, but like something that is how do I word it? If you depending on your intention of your ambition, right? And a lot of that got messed up during Capricorn, Pluto and Capricorn, in my opinion. Disclaimer, my opinion. But with that, we have Capricorn this is earned from the hard work, right? Overly serious energy, a lot of discipline, very Saturn oriented. Now, the original ruler of Aquarius was Saturn as well. So there is still Saturn influence, but Uranus is the modern ruler of Aquarius. And it's the originality, the humanitarianism, the, concerns. There is discipline, but around idealistic beliefs. So the innovator, and I have here where Capricorn is the old, and with Pluto transiting back officially later this year into Aquarius, it is away from the old structures that have fallen, like the tower, to make way for the innovation of Aquarius. And I find that freaking beautiful. There's a lot of things that are going to be revealed during this transit. It's 22 years once it officially goes into Aquarius. 22 years or 23, around there, give or take, of this transit. And I remember listening to another astrologer speak about how if we manage the beginning degrees of Aquarius, Pluto Aquarius transit, and we learn from what we need to let go of and all the lessons that is bringing from that house, that in our natal chart, I'm not going to say that the rest of the transit is going to be easy breezy, but it will be, it will be easier, smoother, because you've engaged with the lessons that are meant for the 20 something years you will be going through this transit, through the degrees of Aquarius, right? Okay. So a woman reading tea leaves. Here I'm seeing with this 29 degrees in Capricorn that is important to really use your intuition at this time. And it's interesting because we are like, Pluto is going back into Capricorn and it's more serious and whatnot. But this is like the last hurrah when it comes to this. Everything that has fallen, the rubble that was left behind for the things that don't serve us during this transit of Pluto and Capricorn. This is the last bit. We're going to be revisiting this last bit to see if we've really fully embodied the lessons of this transit so that we can start with Pluto Aquarius fresh. Okay. So, all right, let's see here. Yeah, it says here in the bottom, intuition, when it works, is really brilliant. When it doesn't, it's plain stupid. That's funny. Oh my gosh. That's actually really interesting because I read something here that I'll get to that. So currently, the Sabian symbol for, because we are currently at 2 degrees Aquarius with Pluto. Pluto is at 2 degrees Aquarius. And it says, this is really cool. So this might be some influences that you might be feeling. So take what resonates, okay? It says, an unexpected thunderstorm, sudden awakening, okay? You are encountering the fact that life always has something in store for us that we have not quite prepared for. Tell me about it. And that is, it is the natural tendency of things to come to a head or crisis, experiencing and dealing with the unexpected, a sudden upheaval and release of tension with all the alarm and inconvenience that this might involve. But ultimately, peace and calm will reign again. So it's very important. Any unpredictabilities. This reminds me of Uranus energy, actually. So right now, it's very interesting that this is the Sabian symbol and this is the degree where Pluto stationed retrograde. So yes, it is an unexpected turn of events. A lot of what we were progressing on our Pluto Aquarius transit journey, now it's like making us like, you know how a ride at the park or something is like, or like, oh, you're in a roller coaster, like it's gonna go backward. And it's like, oh shit, that's what I feel what a retrograde is for me. It's like, oh come on, man, I got used to going forward. Now I'm gonna go, oh fucking shit, going back. Oh my gosh. So there's going to be shocking news or an unexpected something is going to seem unexpected or something that wasn't expected during this time. But what this is showing me, okay, but why this is, okay, I got to share this with you guys. At the bottom, there's this little quote here and it says, God, 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 the truth comes forth in the sign of I can't. But why does it say this? Okay. God, the truth comes forth in the sign of the arousing. Listen, I don't feel comfortable with God and the arousing in one sentence. I I feel dirty. Either way, the truth comes forth in the sign of the arousing. So the unexpected, what rises, the sudden awakening, right? That is what's rousing you forward. So this truth, whatever that truth is for you, yes, it could have been something alarming, something that you were not expecting, and something shifted. And this seems kind of like a tower moment for many of us experiencing this retrograde. That's maybe it was the first initial like feeling and the energy happening, like, ah, crap, you know? But it is important not to overreact, overindulge at this time, and just kind of have that discipline. Where both Aquarius and Capricorn, I feel, have certain disciplines, and because we're going back into Capricorn with Pluto, it's going to call for this discipline. But again, it's the final test, I feel, for this transit. That's how I like to look at it. Every transit, we're learning something about ourselves, right? And the bigger transits that are the generational planets, they are big lessons, right? So Saturn doesn't take that long. Now that I know it's like it takes like 1 or 2, 3 years. I could be wrong. I know that Saturn entered no, Saturn entered Pisces last March of March 2023, and we're already at the halfway point for the Saturn Pisces transit. It's been a doozy. Saturn is currently conjunct my Jupiter in Pisces, and I don't know how I feel about that. I'm like, listen, I don't know if Saturn wants to dance Jupiter, and my Jupiter is just like, but I want to dance. Saturn, I don't know if Saturn wants to dance with you. So that's just the vibe. So another thing to look into, always look at the houses in your natal chart. You'll learn a lot, especially when you look up, whether it be Google or whatever form of. I've thought about making a video going deeper into each of the houses. I might. I don't want to be too like I want to do this, I want to do that, but I'll do what I can, right? So, but yeah. So for that is the current degrees. I think it's pretty cool. Oh, that's beautiful. Going into, okay, but this is gorgeous and I want to read it. Okay. So Aquarius 1 degree, the Sabian symbols, and I can't speak. I'm so sorry. It's I need to stop. Why am I like this? An old Adobe mission. The persistence of faith. Aquarius 1 degree. All right. It says here. Oh, that's cute. Well, anyway, the general interpretation, the persistence of faith, no matter how simple or far flung from its origins, in the spiritual side of life and humanity, and in a constant striving towards higher aims. And so your issue has to do with the state of your faith and how true you are to it, especially when out on a limb. Okay, yeah, this is all about staying. Keep fighting for what you believe in, for what you love, for what you wish to create into your world, however that is. It's a very beautiful degree and a very beautiful Sabian symbol. I'm just like kind of skimming it, so I won't be reading the whole book. But excuse me. Yes, Capricorn 30 degrees. Oh, good. Oh, yeah. That would be a secret business conference. I love this shit. What's happening in the conference? Okay, I'll get into that now. So I can wrap up. Okay. Because I've just blah, 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 blah. Excuse me. All right. My notes. All right. All right, all right, all right. So I truly feel that with what I read about how we are going to end the year with Pluto at 1 degree, Aquarius, that's a very beautiful thing. So everything that we will be learning during this Pluto retrograde is going to reach culmination by the end of the year. We are going to be at Pluto 1 degree, and that again is telling us to stay, to persist and stay hopeful of the things that we want in our lives because they are coming. And that could be the 2nd degree of Aquarius being something unexpected. It doesn't have to be something bad, something, especially I will go into another one of these, going deeper into the other transits, because it's going to be a time. It's going to be cool. We're going to get Jupiter in Gemini, I think, a week from now. So Jupiter's going to finally go into Gemini. Ooh wee. That's going to be a journey for me. I got so much shit in Gemini. Anyway, so the persistence of faith is so important for the rest of this year, or any year, honestly, to be fair. But I feel that with Plutonian themes, it's going to be very important because Pluto is death and rebirth. So think of the house that you have Pluto transiting. So for me, Pluto in Capricorn is my 4th house of the home. I had a very harsh upbringing and I still am undergoing harshness in that I have my IC there, which also makes it quite uncomfortable. But I underwent the Pluto transit in Capricorn in my 4th house. So all the things of safety of the home, not to be, it was very cold. It was very businesslike instead of feeling like home. So that could apply also for anyone with Saturn in their 4th house. Okay. Now, because Pluto is going back into Aquarius by the end of the year, by November. Yeah, that's what I said. Okay. That is going into my 5th house. So, and my 5th house is Aquarius because, so I'm going to be transforming my 5th house themes. That could be my creativity, dating. That is also children. I'm just, because the 5th house is ruled by Leo originally. So it has that influence. But also there is an aloofness, eccentricity to Aquarius. But that is where Pluto will be transiting. So depending on what house Pluto is transiting, that house is activated in those themes of Pluto, right? And that is, Pluto is asking to remove your armor, to remove your, to be vulnerable, to be able to transform, because that's what Pluto does. Okay. Because Pluto is not a personal planet, these themes are more on it could be on a societal level. It could be, it's more, it's not an individual sense, excuse me. The personal planets like Mars, Venus, Mercury, it's different. Those are more how that affects us on a personal level. Pluto, yes, it's death and rebirth and transformation and all that going through these houses, but it could be our concept of these themes. So my concepts of the home and all that stuff have transformed. And now going into the 5th house, those concepts will be transforming as well. Any old limiting beliefs of how I felt in regards to that will be, transforming, will be dying, rebirth, whatever you want to call it. That's what Pluto does. Okay. Yes. Energy comes to free you from the chains of identity and the story of who you think you are. Yes. Oh, it's going to be a time. Actually, it already is. It already is. It already is. So there's that. Okay. Let's see what else I got here. I wrote so many notes and I kind of just babbled the whole time. So, yeah. Yeah, I was looking at the Neptune is also in the final degrees of Pisces. And that is, we're going to be getting, once Neptune goes retrograde, it'll be moving backward, or whatever. I'll go back into, I don't know if it's going to move into 28 degrees, but I think it's going to stay at 29 degrees. I'm not sure. Regardless, we're going to be changing Neptune sign very soon as well. I just don't remember what date. And that's going to be a time because Neptune has been home, because Neptune feels at home in Pisces. So it's been a lot. But again, Pisces is dreamy, but it also asks us to surrender. So again, go to look into what house you have Pisces. What's your Pisces house? Mine is the 6th house. So that is work, everyday activities and so forth. That is my daily, that is coworkers, pets, I believe as well. Because the 6th house is Virgo influence originally. So these are the themes that I've been disciplining with Saturn there. Neptune, as lovely and dreamy as it can be, it can create illusion. So I got to be careful. Anyone with Pisces placements, that could be. But even having a Pisces house and having that influence, you got to be careful because you can fall into addictions. You can fall into a victim mentality because Pisces is also seen as the martyr. Neptune is, when you think of the tarot, it is, the hangman is ruled by Neptune. It's Neptunian energy. So, and it's interesting because the hangman is seen as someone that is a martyr, a sacrifice. So what are you sacrificing at this time with Neptune, like in the final degrees of Pisces, to close off that chapter as well, right? So that's what I see there. And it's beautiful because Uranus is known as the Great Awakener, which is interesting because that Aquarius 2 degrees Sabian symbol is an unexpected thunderstorm, sudden awakening. Again, Uranus is very loud and it's like, yes, let's go. Let's blow shit up. It's like, oh, no, no, no. Can we not? Can we not blow shit up? So there is that too. But when we look at the bright, at the lighter side of Pisces, it's, yes, dreamy, but it is part of surrendering. There's empathy. The imagination, like, it's you flourish in the imagination wherever your Pisces house is, you know? Yeah. The feel interconnectedness. Yes. Honor your dreams, write them down. Yes, we're having, because it's the final degrees of Neptune, a lot of us are having a lot of dreams. A lot of them can be prophetic dreams, if you so believe in that. There is a lot going on with that Neptunian energy. And because we have Saturn influence in that Pisces house, Saturn is going to be reminding us every chance it gets to be doing the proper work in that house where it's transiting. It's really cool. Okay. Yeah. Saturn is a hard ass, it's about tradition, authority figures, restriction, having patience, where you feel, inadequate at times, learning about persistence. And it's interesting because, wow, that's another synchronicity there. Okay, guys. In the Aquarius 1 degree Sabian symbol, the persistence of faith, we are going to be tested. We're being tested every which way with that Neptune at 28 degrees, or 29. And with Pluto doing the backwards tango back into Capricorn. So, yeah. But do not fret. If there's anything to gather from all the babble that I've just, bleh, it's going to be transformative, but it's going to be for the better. And we're going to feel so much more liberated. We're going to feel so good. So, for those that journal, for those that want to learn more, I'm going to see what I can do because I would love to do more bite sized lessons, more planned ones because this was very like, I just decided to do it because I said, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm doing it. I kept getting so interrupted. It's been a constant interruption thing. Interruption. Ugh. No. I want to get work done. Damn it. And when I reach a certain point in my studies, I want to share it with you guys because I find it fascinating to learn about ourselves and to grow and to become better human beings as we do so. And I like doing so through metaphysics, through all these types of studies because I just resonate with it better. So, and here I am sharing with you whatever I don't know, I find interesting. So, all right, guys, I've talked a lot. Ooh, almost an hour. I'm so sorry, but not. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you did, I hope that there was something in here that might have resonated with you. And I hope that you guys had a wonderful weekend. And until the next update, take care. Mwah. Bye-bye.